So we do this call every Saturday morning, and the intention was to start a call focused on systems of this business. Because what I have found within this business is it's real easy when you follow a system. And I use the word easy. Nothing's easy. Nothing worth doing is easy. Or if there is, tell me in the comments because I don't know it. Um, Everything, worth doing requires effort, but it's simple. And this business is a system-oriented business. And when you implement systems within your business, they will perform. Okay. Bottom line. Do you know and can you predict when they'll perform? Heck no. I wish we had that magic ball, magic 8 ball. But what you can have confidence in is that when you do repetitive things over and over and over, they do perform, whether that is you know, walking consistently, cutting out one soda a day consistently, adding in, 5 different additional reach outs a week consistently. They do perform. So today we're going to talk about, we have not done enough training on this. I'm actually really excited to kick this off today, is our weekly free necklace night. Okay. It's every Monday night that we offer this to all the team, and several of us, several of you here, I see your faces, lead this call to provide you a source, a third-party source, to invite your customers, your guests, your friends, your people that we're going to talk about who, but I'm just thinking people that you want to learn about Park Lane, people that have never shopped about Park Lane for Park Lane. Okay, Jerry's cracking me up. Just got out of the shower. She's in her moo-moo. Her moo-moo is cute. So it's a resource for you. And that is what is another great thing about this business. If you've ever done any training with us, training outside of Park Lane, the third-party resources are a huge gift that you can send people to learn more about the company, the opportunity, where it's not just coming from you, for a couple of reasons. First of all, sometimes people are going to listen to others more than they're going to listen to you. Maybe I'm going to give you an example. My sisters. Okay. Sometimes if somebody else tells me something, I'm sure Tish will be like, I told her that already, but okay. Somebody else need to tell her that. Your children. Oh my Lord. I see this all the time with my kids. I will have mentioned something, but what does mom know? And then they hear it from a teacher or they hear it from another friends of theirs' moms. And they're like, oh my gosh, what so-and-so said? I'm thinking, yeah, okay. Anyway, but sometimes I keep my mouth shut, sometimes I don't. But you know what I'm talking about. And maybe that's you. Maybe you heard about this opportunity originally from your sponsor, but maybe you jumped on one of our third-party resources, or you used Tish's recruiting video that's in our boards app, something that gave you another voice to learn more about how it impacts a different person. And that can be for a lot of reasons, you guys. Maybe it's because their lifestyle is different than yours. Their age is different than yours. Their stage of life is different than yours. Maybe they think they couldn't do what you do. I get that a lot. I'm going to give this example just because it popped into my head. I didn't plan to, but for myself, being in the industry for so many years and being so comfortable, like going live and sharing selfies, and I will oftentimes I can't do what you do, because maybe they think I'm too perfect at it. It comes too naturally to me. I remember one time I was doing one of my parties. I think it was a mega party. And Jerry mentioned to me afterwards, she was like, one of the things that we try to do, I'm gonna give this is another little system. These are actually doctor receipts, so just ignore, is hold up during the party and say, oh my gosh, y'all, luckily I don't have to remember all this. I have my notes right here. This is how easy it is to do my job. You know, like showing that you're not perfect, because as we keep going on within like a season, like for example, this, what's our collection called? Cause I'm thinking summer of color or whatever it is. What is the color? Be Beautiful. But what was it called when we first launched in January? I can't even remember now. Does anybody remember? We've now had Caribbean Dreams. We've had Color Me Beautiful, something in January. I don't remember.
Secret Garden.
Secret Garden. There we go. Thank you, whoever that is who said it. Once you get 3 weeks in, 4 weeks in, 5 weeks in, and the names start coming to you, and then the prices, you kind of don't use your notes anymore, and you could look like you're perfect. So it's important, you know, or it's good for people to have another resource to listen to. In addition, maybe there's somebody that shares on there that's a teacher and she's a teacher. Or maybe she's an empty nester and that was an empty nester. Or she's got, you know, 3 little kids at home and this lady has 3 little kids at home. So there's lots of reasons why this using third-party sources is super helpful. Okay, so I'm going to go through these questions. What is it? Why do we offer it? Who could you invite? Okay. And words to say. Okay, that's in general. So first of all, what is this? So every Monday night we offer a free necklace night. And it is a call, about 30 minutes on Zoom, where we talk about all things Park Lane, you know, what the company is, why direct sales, why jewelry is such a great avenue in direct sales, why Park Lane. We talk about the programs we have, what makes us different. We talk about the history of the company. Every call is a little different too, which is great because it puts a different flair. It's led by a different person. The package costs, and can they do this? Because that's like addressing the fear factor. Okay. So every week it's similar. And okay, so that's kind of what it is. In order to get entered for the free necklace, we share a survey during the call. And whoever's leading it will share it several times within the Zoom comments. And in order to get entered into the free necklace, to receive the free necklace, they have to fill in the survey. I'll tell you why in a minute. And at the end of each call, there is a code word that is shared. That code word has to be shared on the survey. The reason for that is we're giving away a free necklace. We want people to hear all the information. So to get entered for it, you have to wait till the end to get the code word, to then have it to fill in the survey. The survey is easy, you guys. I forget how many questions, 5, 6, and something like that. Okay. But if they're willing to put a little bit of elbow grease in, they can get entered into the free necklace. So then those results are submitted. The next day, I actually have a wonderful woman, Kendra, who helps me with this. She pulls the results and she does the drawing. There are 2 winners that are selected. One is a guest. So one of your guests will be selected who did the survey. And one of you who sent people to the call, who filled out the survey, will get entered for a free necklace. So 2 people win a free necklace. Why do we do that? Have you ever heard the words, recognize the behaviors that you want? We want you inviting people to this. We want to help you bring people onto Park Lane to get the information out there, and we're going to reward you for that. So, you know, how can you be assured you're entered? Be sure your guests get on and be sure they fill in the survey. No, Trisha, this is the thing. You don't have to fill in the survey. You don't have to. On the survey, it says who invited you. That's how we know to enter you. Okay. So you don't fill in the survey because the questions are things like, you know, would you host a party? You know, would you, you know, this is not exactly the questions, but it's much more eloquent. You know, would you be interested in the opportunity? Whatever, you know, how warm are you to signing on? Those kind of things. So it's not applicable to the stylist, but on there, it's who invited you. So that's how we know who goes into the drawings. So these are always on Monday night, and 99.9% of the time, the results are posted on Tuesday. Okay. We post a recording of the night before's, and we post 2 images, fun images. They're super cute, with one that for the guest, it has her name on it that she won. And then the other image has your photo on it if you won. Why do we do that? For those to be shared socially. Okay, they're cute. So if you win, if your team member wins, if your guest wins, if your guest didn't win, you can still share those things socially on your VIP page, in your social media, wherever. Okay, if you do stories, if you do, you know, whatever you do, this is a way to advertise the fun that we have at Park Lane. Okay, the different things that we have to offer that are fun, and we're giving back and all that stuff. It can open up conversations for you guys in your social media. You know, part of this business is not part of it. It was 100% is networking. It 100% is conversations. It's relationships. And so if somebody likes that post, somebody comments on that post, those are conversations. That's like somebody walking into your house and going, hey, are you going to not say hey? And you're just going to walk into your closet. You're going to be a weirdo. They might not come back again. So those little things, and we forget that when it's on social media, we forget a like or a comment is a person saying hey. But when you use that resource, that third-party resource to help you with warm leads, and you remember that that's what people are doing through social media, then you can open up more conversations. What I am probably very accurate in saying, 90% of us do not think of it like that. And we go on about our business, and because life is busy and we just, you know, don't do it. But if you really want to take advantage of all the opportunities that the universe is bringing your way, remember that those likes and comments are attention getters. It's like, hey, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Amy, let me answer that question. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Kathy, for answering that. Yeah, the guests can have their camera on. Sometimes they don't want to. Here's the deal. Sometimes people, I don't know, they're kind of like, they're not as comfortable as we are. Like Jerry's in a robe. I'm wearing ridiculously large earrings with basically my pajamas. You know, we're used to this. This is our world. Some people aren't. And 2, some people, you know, they're cooking dinner or they're doing this or doing that. So they can or they can't. As a leader, I'll just say, and those of y'all that have led them too, it sure is nice if some people, especially if you're a stylist, if you're on camera, because otherwise you're like talking to names on the screen. It's not as energetic. Okay, so the bigger purpose in this, hold on, I gotta take a sip of my coffee. The bigger purpose in this, you guys, is that survey. So let me just open up right now. I would love to hear, and I'm staring at Kathy, and Kathy, I'm not going to call you out unless you're just willing to share because you're in my top left corner. I'm looking at you, but I know Kathy does. Who has used this resource and would like to share how it's worked for you? Like, I would love anybody's feedback as to how it has worked for you. If anybody wants to share. Or be thinking about it for a second, and let me talk about the survey, okay? The survey is there for two reasons. Number one, for the entries, but number two, for you. So if you have guests on, well, first of all, if you have guests on, you want to try to be on, okay? You want to try to be on. Is it always, if you're using this every week, you may not be able to, okay? I get that. But if you can, it sure is nice. But if you can't, that's okay. The survey is there for you, whether your guests win or not. In fact, let me just pull it up because I want to tell you guys why I'm saying this. I want to talk to you about the questions that are on the survey. But this is an opportunity for you to be able to go back and look at what your guests said and respond. So it asks for their first and last name, cell phone number, email address, mailing address in case they win the drawing, who invited you, what did you hear that you thought was amazing? Okay. Wow. Like, how fun to be able to see what they said. It's going to be something you did not know, most likely. Okay. Which parts of our incentive programs impress you the most? Income opportunity, free jewelry, Mercedes car plan, 2 trips a year. Okay. You're going to get people's love language. Okay. You're going to see what they thought was really cool. Right. So that's another question. Do you have previous direct sales experience? I know there are many people that I meet, whether they're customers, hostesses, that do not, that I don't know, actually sold X, Y, and Z last, year, or y'all 18 years ago, we're in Avon. I mean, 15 years ago did Mary Kay. Like, we have no idea a lot of times what people did in their past. That's an opportunity for our direct appoint program. That's an opportunity to talk shop with people. Because if they have previous experience, they have previous knowledge, and the pain points within the profession are most likely going to be solved here at Park Lane because we have such incredible programs that most don't have. Not losing your title every month. You maintain the same commission rate every single month. That you get paid on your entire downline, not just wholesale amounts. And if these are things that you're like, oh, she's talking about, then don't worry about it. But if you've been in the industry, you know. Like, when I was with another company for 10 years, what I got paid on within my team was wholesale, which is 65% of retail. Would you rather get paid on 65% or on 100%? 100. So I didn't know any different. That's just what was offered. I kind of fell into the business. I didn't go researching a company from day one, like who has the best comp plan. But then when I learned about Park Lane, it's like, oh my God, my team had a fraction of the number of people on it, and I was earning the same amount at Park Lane that I was earning with my other company for 10 years. So that matters to people that have had industry experience. That's why these questions can help serve you. Where do you see yourself after watching this video? Absolutely. I'm ready to sign up. Buy me a cup of coffee. I need to hear more information. I'd like to host a decider show where I can get the free jewelry and the profit if I decide to join. This is definitely not for me, but I may have a friend who would be great. Referrals. I love the jewelry and I love being a customer. Okay. So these are great questions for follow-up. So then it's, would you like to have a Style Me happy hour and earn all the free and discounted jewelry? Yes. Maybe later. No, thanks. Already have one booked. And then what was the code word? Okay, so do y'all see, put a 1 in the comments if you can see the follow-up opportunity here. Okay, like, there is huge follow-up opportunity. Wouldn't you love to know, after people listening in, I loved, oh my God, I had no idea y'all did 2 trips a year. Oh my gosh, she says she wants to host a party. Like, I haven't even asked her to do that, or I asked her and now she's changed her mind. Like, so many opportunities for you to do follow-up. So the results are posted on Tuesdays in the Dreamcatcher page. So you can go and look if you had people on and see what they said and then do follow-up. Make sense? Okay, so now that I've gone through the survey, anybody that has used it and shared, I know Kathy, I'm talking about you again, only because you typed, but the Decider Show part has helped her sponsor. Do you send the results to the stylists of the guests? They're posted, Joyce. They're posted in the team page. So you have to proactively go and find those, but they are in the team page. Okay, who would like to share?
I was trying to unmute myself.
Hi, Paula.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I had my first guest actually attend Monday night. I mean, I have invited people, but this was the first one who actually attended. And I did jump on the meeting because number one, I wanted to see if she was there. And number two, I wanted to acknowledge her if she was there. And so I just jumped on and, told her, thank you so much for joining. And I believe she is going to sign up. It's going to be, probably a couple of weeks from now before she does. But anyway, so getting somebody there is key, and it was successful. So I just have to keep trying to get more people there.
Well, first of all, let me say, you guys, Paula just promoted to area leader last week. So can we just give some love to Paula? Okay.
Thank you. Thank
Yay,
you.
Paula. And I guarantee you, part of that, even though you've only had one guest on the survey or on the call, you're utilizing other resources and putting the opportunity out there. So congratulations to you for offering our great company and team. But you just brought up a really good point. And then Margie, do you want to share?
Sure. Do you want me to now or do you want me to wait?
Let me mention this and I'm going to call on you. You can go next because I saw you unmute. They may not join, like Paula just brought up, they may not join this week. Like getting people information is something they may just need to simmer on. They may need to just, opportunity may come up in their life and then in the coming weeks that they're like, God, that's still lingering back there. I mean, it took me, but from the time Tish first mentioned it to me, the opportunity back in October of 2008, it probably took me a good 3 weeks. That doesn't seem that long now, but I wasn't looking for a business opportunity. In fact, if you had even said the word business to me, I would have run the other way because I had way too much on my plate to be doing another business. But it was the jewelry. I kept simmering on the jewelry because I was a fashion girl. And I'm like, ooh, that's so cute. I kind of want that every morning to get dressed. Like Scott says, that's what brings most people to us first is just the love of the jewelry. So it may be something they need to simmer on, and that is okay. Or maybe they tell their daughter about it, the next month, or somebody that they're having coffee with that, a friend's leaning on them or whatever. So, okay, Margie, your turn.
Well, I actually joined from watching a necklace night, and it was actually you presenting that night. My friend Paula Van Winkle is a stylist, and we were partners in another company, and she invited me, and I thought, yeah, I'll just go, whatever, I'll support her. And, at the end of the call, after listening to you, I hung up and I called Paula and said, okay, how do I do this? So that's how I started, and I was a direct appoint, which is awesome. And then the first person in my downline is Virginia, and we met each other through a vendor event, and she also joined because of the necklace call. And it was actually Sarah Catherine, I think, that did hers.
Yay! See y'all. It's effective. I love hearing these stories. So thank you, Margie. Kathy, you unmuted. Did you want to share?
Yeah, just briefly. So I almost every week I have somebody on there, and I confess there's probably a couple that just keep wanting to get the free necklace. But there's one girl that does that, and I think eventually she's going to join actually. But I love the fact that it gives us a great opportunity for follow-up. And so I followed up with one, this was back in March, and she said, okay, so tell me more about that Decider show. And so we talked about it, and she did, and we flipped her party, and she had an amazing party. So she's one of my most recent stylists. It is a great tool. I love having that opportunity.
And I'll tell you guys, just to give a shout out to Kathy, she's pretty much on every week. And she pretty much has somebody on every week. That's what I've seen, Kathy. I mean, there may be some exceptions. I'm not on every single week because we have amazing other leaders that share, and she's one of them. But it's Kathy's team is growing like crazy. And so I'm glad that it's a free resource. And here's the thing, like Trisha just typed in Kathy, thank you. Trisha just typed, it took her over a year to join. She was not interested when Kathy first offered it to her. There's no, that like Kathy said, I've got those people too in my VIP, like my regular shoppers, I could name them, that pop on, and I'm thinking, I mean, this is just a busy working mom mentality. Don't they have something else to do? Which is terrible, but maybe this is like a joy. You know, it's funny, you guys, I'm digressing a little bit, but I started a live at 5 every single day, Monday through Thursday, probably about 5 weeks ago. And following in the footsteps of Kay Dimmer, who is one of Park Lane's, I swear, top 5 in sales worldwide every single solitary month. And I just love this woman. And so I decided to try it. And for me, you can do live anytime, but that time actually does work for me, because it wouldn't have worked for me 3 years ago when I was driving kids around, etc. This life stage, it's working for me at the moment. You can pick any time, but I now, it's interesting. You find those followers, and I've had a couple of people now tell me I set my alarm. I'm like, I am not that interesting. I guarantee you. But it's proof to me that we are providing a community and joy and happiness, and the jewelry is the jewelry's the avenue, or the, you know, the what's the word I'm looking for, the whatever, maybe the avenue, I don't know, for it. But people need happy in their life. And, you know, we talked about this week with just, you know, my heart being so heavy. And I know many of you who love Sarah Catherine, your heart's being heavy this week as she went through her challenge. This is so much more than just selling jewelry. We have an amazing community, and it's beyond our stylist. I mean, you've got those diehards that love you and love the jewelry and really, they love you. That's what's so amazing that I have found here at Park Lane. In fact, somebody said it to me. What did we just have? Oh, our Illuminate conference. And somebody said, maybe it was on last week's call, or I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, things run together. That what they loved about going to that was they saw all the different personality types, all the different ages, all the different colors, all the different heights, all the different shapes, all the different everything, styles, successful. Like, there's not one cookie cutter way. And that I love about Park Lane. The previous company I was with was a little cookie cutter. I didn't realize until I got out of it. And it was one of the reasons I got out of it, because our product is so well versed in style type that we attract all types. So it's not just, I mean, it's brilliant. Honestly, I think the company is brilliant. They have so many years of experience to have figured this out. But, you know, I don't like, hold on, let me show you all this. You're gonna know what I'm talking about. Let me just I'm gonna pull a few styles. Hold on. Just to like give my point. And this goes back to who's going to be attracted and you don't know, and why you want to use free necklace light. If you're thinking, what the heck is she doing? Okay. Some of y'all are going to love this Jaguar ring. Okay. Some of y'all are going to go, what the heck is that? Okay. For me, when I first saw this Jaguar ring, I was that person. What the heck is that? Then I saw this super sassy stylist that you guys may not know. Her name is Kimber Sweeney. She really doesn't do that much anymore, but I worked with her at my previous company for years. She is a grandmother of like 6. She is the coolest fashion person I think I've ever seen. Jerry, you know, you've seen Kimber. I don't know if many of y'all have. She's tall like me. I'm 6 foot tall. She's a little shorter. She's got bleach blonde hair, spiky. Like she is the cool. She looks like a model. And she's got the coolest fashion like sense. I want to be Kimber in my next life. And she was like, this is the coolest thing. Oh my God. These are like the coolest cocktail rings. And I mean, she doesn't smoke, but she was like, I mean, I kind of want to smoke. I kind of want to wear one and smoke a cigarette. And I was like, oh my God, Kimber thinks that's cool. Maybe it's cool. Then I go on a cruise, and my husband's family, his stepmother loves fine jewelry. And so she hooks up with the cruise guy that does the jewelry sales at the ports. I hope y'all find this interesting. I thought this was super fascinating. I didn't even know this kind of thing existed. And so she's going to go in Cozumel to see this fine jewelry place that's like been there for 40 some odd years. And I said, I want to go. I mean, I'm not in the market because I haven't really any jewelry, but I want to see how this works. So I go with her to this place. You'd never know. This particular family that runs this jewelry place, it's this little thing in the port, supplies to Neiman's, to Nordstrom, to Saks Fifth Avenue, to Bloomingdale's, to Bergdorf Goodman, their fine jewelry. Guess what was in the corner? The cheetah, or whatever you call this thing. What is this? A cheetah, panther, whatever. And I'm like, okay, this is way cooler than I thought. So here's the thing. And then you have this style. Like, this is going to attract my 17-year-old or me. Like, but this is why we are so amazing, because our style of jewelry is going to attract all types of people. And all types of people can have success here because you can sell to all types of people. So on the free necklace night, you know, you just don't know what is going to grab somebody's attention. And the style type that we have is all types. So it's going to attract all types. That is a beautiful thing. So when you have different leaders leading, you're going to be able to attract different people. So, and then you've got this, you know, some of y'all are like, heck no, I would never wear that ring. I freaking love this ring, but you know, to each his own. So, all right. Okay. Who to invite, you guys? This is where the action comes in. So recent shoppers, they've recently been warmed up by Park Lane. I'm going to talk in a second about, yeah, Megan, me too. That's what's funny. You get in, and this is what I would have worn when I got in. I mean, I love the rodeo ring, or what the ever this thing is called. Don't get me wrong, but how boring. Like, this is so freaking fun. I mean, I'm not going to wear this every day, but I'll wear this every day. But this is so fun. And I'm with you. I would have run from this when I first joined, and now I'm all about it. Okay. Recent hosts. Okay. Recent hosts. So here's the thing that is fun about recent hosts. You, in our system that we actually created after Jerry Arnold, I mean, she is who we put this system in place. She kind of created it and we copied it, is dropping the seeds to your hostesses as you go along. They're in boards. So if you use the board system, you're dropping those seeds. And I know many of you aren't, or we would have more signups. I'm not calling you out, but I'm kind of calling you out. But the system works. Okay. So if you drop the seeds, it builds the desire. Because as somebody typed, you know, Trisha, I think it took her a year to join Kathy. You just have to drop the seeds and leave it, let it be, follow the system and turn off the brain. But if your recent host in the system says, and we're going to actually change the boards, Allie and I talked early this morning, we're going to change the boards to add this in. If they say, you know, no, they're not interested right now, they loved watching, say, no big deal. I would love to invite you to our free necklace night Monday. Let it be part of your system. And if it's part of the system, you'll get more people on. There's no threat in the free necklace. Okay. The free necklace night. Okay. Coworkers. How many of your coworkers do you go to work with and they're like, oh my God, I love those Moana earrings, Mel. Love those. They're so cute. You know, me too. We're actually doing a free necklace night Monday. Do you want to be entered for a free necklace? You want to join? Like, I mean, jewelry is the #1 most complimented item. Invite them to the free necklace night. They're going to get a chance to win. Your friends. How many of you are at, you know, the whatever church on Sunday, and your friends say, oh my gosh, those earrings are so pretty. That necklace is so pretty. Thank you so much. Tomorrow night we have a free necklace night. Do you want me to send you an invite to join? Maybe you could win a necklace. what a great way to see, like, yeah. I mean, if somebody asks me, I'm trying to think, from, I don't know, whatever company, Cabby, I shop Cabby often. It's a clothing direct sales company. If they said, you join a free jeans, I love their jeans night tomorrow, I'd be like, all about it. Yeah, I'll join. Okay. VIP members, they clearly are warmed up. Those are people that you can easily go ask. Anyone who hasn't shopped Park Lane, that you're dying to shop Park Lane. Maybe they're a scary list person, somebody you've been nervous to ask. Maybe they're just friends from high school, old friends from college, old coworkers, old neighbors, whatever. Okay. Anyone you've mentioned it to in the past, the opportunity. We didn't have this resource then. So maybe it's somebody's, oh my gosh, we just started this fun new thing. Would you like to join our free necklace night on Monday? Maybe they'll join in and be reignited. Any conversations that you've had recently or that are going on and they've kind of gone dull, or they haven't gone dull? Oh my gosh, I haven't thought to invite you to this, but would you like to join our free necklace night on Monday? All you have to do is pop on the Zoom to be entered and do a survey at the end to show that you listened. So lots of people, basically anyone, but I'm just trying to jog your memory. Okay. Okay. Hold on. All right. So we do have a dream catcher board. All right. This is a new resource that I don't know, maybe came up with within the last month. In that dream catcher board, there are words to say. Also, every week I text you telling you that reminding you that the call is going on, and in there are words to say. Okay. So you've got words to say at your fingertips. I will also put them over here, but there's a couple of different ones and they're geared toward, hold on, let me tell you. Inviting your top customers, top VIPers, upcoming hostesses. Let me just actually put these in there so you have them. Something fun I do, you guys, is anytime there's something in a Zoom chat that's shared that I want to save, I text it to myself, because that's the only person texting me is me, or, the only thing in there when I go in there is stuff I want to remember. So if this is something you want to be able to access, you can text yourself. Of course, go to the Zoom link as well, or I'm sorry, the board. But let me just put these in there. So the second set of words is just inviting friends, just random friends. Okay. So those are in there. And okay, so share the board. Okay, so let me just share with you kind of one of our final things we're going to talk about. And then I would love to open it up for any questions. How can you make this into a weekly system? Okay, something that's easy, that yes, Kim, there is a dream catcher board, because our dream catcher board has the photo of the free necklace night, the time we do it, has our team call, our system Saturday, etc. The times are specific to our team. So that's just there as a resource. The main Treasure Tribe board is the main resource, but I do have the dream catcher board pinned to the top of our dream catcher page. Okay. Just so you know. This would be the most amazing system. So as we've trained, and we probably need to do a whole system Saturday on this, is the process of when you receive wish lists from customers. Okay. When you receive a wish list from a customer for our party, what do we suggest doing? Number one, you get her wish list, you go in and you create the order, you text her the cart, and you say, here's your cart. Let me think of the words. Here's your cart. Take a peek. You actually qualified for an additional 2 half-price items. No pressure, but if you'd like to take advantage, let me know and I can make any changes. Okay. I never, ever, ever do not offer additional shopping, ever. And I'm not kidding, because I have seen probably 70% of the time they change their order. They add to it. They do not remember, or they do not realize and understand our sale. So we have to teach them through the process. So that's the first thing I say. So then they might come back to me and say, oh my gosh, any item? Yes. And then they might, okay, add the ruby earrings, add the such and such. Great. So happy you love the jewelry. Would you like to do a party like Carrie? That's my next question. Every single shopper, everyone gets that question. Super simple words. Maybe she says, no, thank you. No problem. I love my shoppers. We have a fun free necklace night on Monday night. Would you like the chance to win a free necklace? And I can send you the information. That can be your second offer. Yay, nay. Yay, awesome. I'll send you the link to join. It's super fun. I hope you win. I'll follow up Monday. She says, no, thank you. No problem. I'd love to invite you to join my VIP group. Here's the link to join my VIP group. If you follow this simple process, many things are going to happen. You're going to get more bookings. You're going to get more people into the free necklace night. You're going to make much more, sponsor more. And number 3, you're going to get more people added into your VIP group. If you follow that simple system, you don't have to think. You just do it. And those people will show up. It's really incredible. But you have to do those things. And it's so much easier just to do it and not think, oh, I think she might be interested. Oh no, it's exhausting to try to read people's minds. Just offer it, okay? So that we do not have that implemented into the board. Allie and I realized this morning, we're like, we're missing the boat. We got to add this in. So we're going to add this in. So yeah, never assume. So, okay, Joyce, I love this. This is another thing. She does an event in her VIP group every week. It's a great way to, for lack of a better way of saying it, post and praying. You don't know who's going to maybe go, me, I'm interested. You have no idea. So some may not see it. Remember, anything we post, the majority do not see, but some may. So put it out there. And there actually are words in our Dreamcatcher Free Necklace Night board, okay, for the event description. In your, let me actually share my screen, y'all. I'll show you. In our Dreamcatcher board for Free Necklace Night, there's the survey, the weekly Zoom link, words to say, and the event description for your VIP page. Super awesome. You know what I just thought of we don't have? Do y'all want a banner for Free Necklace Night? We need a banner. I just see this is why it's good for us to come together. All right, I'll get a banner made and it'll be in that board too. It won't have the person's face on it. I guess we could do that. It doesn't really matter. We'll just actually, no, we're not going to do that because that way you can just have the banner each week and it's easy. So we'll do that for your events. Okay, I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to open it up to any questions, any comments, any feedback, any experiences, anything. Anyone? I'm going to read through these. Is there a separate drink? Okay. All right. I think we've got the questions answered. Catherine, it's funny. She typed in there, I noticed the typical dainty pieces I normally wear don't get compliments, but the big stuff I never would have thought to wear get the most compliments from strangers. So this is actually something I learned too when I first started selling jewelry. And we were trained, and Scott, y'all, was trained by his mom. He will tell you the same thing. He's very old school, but I learned so much from that man because he has 48 years of experience and what he knows works. But it was the same for me, Catherine. I never, ever would have worn this kind of stuff ever before I started selling jewelry. And then it was like, hey, why am I doing this? To make money. I mean, there's lots of reasons, but like, I mean, Jerry, I might actually call you out on a second. Is it you that talked about the chocolate cake story? You know what I'm talking about? Like offering maybe, offering the chocolate cake. Okay, I want you to remember that. I want you to share. But like different concept, but kind of similar thing. It's like you selling jewelry and not wearing it. Like wear what's going to get you attention so that then you can open conversations. That is the point. And so test it. Like, and here's the thing. You don't just want to sell what you like you're wanting to attract people that maybe aren't like you, So, okay, Dawn Marie, you want to say something? I see your hand up.
Yeah, so I've actually I've been trained by Shirley, and she has some, I call them Shirleyisms, and she's a really funny lady if you ever talk to her. But so she used to say, one of the things she used to say is, I've worn the most brilliant diamond solitaires, and nobody has ever walked up to me and said, "Oh my God, that's such a beautiful diamond solitaire." She said, "You have to wear the jewelry. You're walking advertisement for your business, and lucky for us, we can wear it, because the people who sell Tupperware, they can't walk around bowls on their head, but we can certainly wear our product and advertise." And she used to say, I used to get dressed to go to a party and run across the street. And if Arthur couldn't see my jewelry, I needed to put on more. And because you want people to see you from a distance. And the same thing she used to say, when you're walking out of the house, look in the mirror. And if you think you have too much jewelry on, put on more. So she just, I mean, I love her spirit, and I keep everything she's ever told me deep in my heart, and she's 1000% right. I mean, even if you have sweats on and you're running up to, Publix just to get, some steaks for dinner, put on your biggest freaking earrings and go. And I know for some people that's not their style, but sometimes people don't know their style. I had a woman at a show last week, and she was a big woman, and she had this little tiny necklace on. And I brought over one of our larger necklaces. I said, "Put this on." She goes, "Oh, no, 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 no. I could never wear anything like that." So I said, "Put it on." And everybody there was like, "Oh my God, Cher, that looks gorgeous on you." And she bought it. So, and let's face it, we're women, we dress for other women. We may think that we dress for ourselves, but, we love the compliment. So put on that jewelry, put it on, wear
Dawn
it.
Marie, I think we're gonna start a new thing where every call Dawn Marie has to share something about Shirley, because Dawn Marie has been with Park Lane the longest in our entire team. How many years, Dawn Marie?
May 25th, 21 years.
21 years. So she did get trained by Shirley, and I love the Shirley-isms, and they are flipping fact. I mean, that stuff. Y'all look at what Connie Allred. You see Connie on calls. Well, if you don't know Connie, you're going to now look for Connie on calls. But 90% of the time, Connie has like 6 impression bracelets on. That woman wears more jewelry. But let me tell you something. I guarantee you she can't go out of the house and not get a compliment, because it's just shining, So it's true. Like Michelle Zito one time did a training. She's really funny. And she was like talking about going to Publix. Maybe if you're in Florida, I've gone to Publix in Florida, but in Texas we have Kroger, or Tom Thumb or whatever you got, Trader Joe's, maybe where you are. But she's like, you need to put on your save necklace, and you need to walk in the grocery store, and you walk through that door, and this is the visual she gave, and you go, "Where are the eggs? Like, here I am, where are the eggs?" With your gorgeous jewelry on, and you own that necklace, and somebody's gonna say something. And it's true. It's really, we're being sarcastic, but it is so true. Thank you, Dawn Marie. Okay, Jerry, just about offering what you have. Are you going to wear the tiny little thing, or are you going to show what you have? Share that story.
Okay, maybe we're thinking a different story.
Well, it's not about wearing the jewelry, but it's the concept of offering what you have.
Of what offering? Are you talking about like waitresses, servers
Yes.
offering okay. I was going, is this the same story?
This is more of a booking. This is more of a booking thing, but
it is. The concept is we serve our customers, and what we do is kind of like what a waitress does. We offer them everything on the menu and don't prejudge. So when you go to Chili's, that waitress comes around and she offers you first a glass of water. Okay. And for correlation, for us, that could be the experience of a fun, refreshing jewelry fashion show. Just everybody needs a little water to hydrate. Everybody needs a little bling bling to feel good. Then that waitress comes around, she offers you an appetizer. You know, and maybe that is, you know, shopping the sale, actually shopping. Okay. If you want to correlate. The third thing she comes around and offers is, you know, the entree, because it's part of her job. Then she comes around and she offers dessert and coffee. And here's the thing, the way servers work, they don't come to the table and go, okay, well, this chick probably needs 2 hamburgers because she's a little on the lighter side. And this chick looks like she's had too much dessert, so I'm not going to offer her dessert. They don't decide for anybody what they do or don't need or want. And they offer everybody dessert. And let's face it, the sweetest thing that we have to offer everybody is our business opportunity. And we are cheating people if we look at them and go, she doesn't look like she needs dessert. It's just the job of a server to offer everything on the menu because, you know, think about it. If you really think of yourself as a professional server, there is no server at Chili's that when somebody doesn't order the special entree of the day or doesn't take dessert, they don't walk away going, oh my God, they don't like me. They are never going to want dessert. There is no way that they take that personally. They are just doing their job, offering the options and being okay with what anybody says, just because it's their job. They do it joyfully, let people choose what they want. And here's the deal. If you go into Chili's every Friday night for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks in a row, your server is always going to offer you dessert. You know what? Maybe on that 8th time you go, I think I do want a molten chocolate lava cake. So
Right.
just because someone tells you one time once, no, not right now. You know, they may say, you occasionally will have somebody, no, I will never, ever do this. Don't ask me again. But you're going to get, no, not right now. That doesn't sound interesting. You know, from week to week, your life, your mood changes. You know, if you're not menopausal like I am, you know, it's going to go by the mood. So you catch somebody on a day where they're feeling optimistic, or their husband just got laid off, or their friend group has changed and they're feeling disconnected. That no from 3 months ago now sounds enticing.
Mhm.
I mean, when I was suggested that I look at Park Lane, I went from November 19th, somebody offering me a business opportunity and me saying, absolutely not. I'm not doing anything on Facebook. I'm not doing direct sales again. Between November 19th and December 25th, I heard about Park Lane. I attended a party, I booked a party, and I signed up for the business. So don't prejudge. It's your job to be a professional server, offer the options, and take your emotions out of it. It's not about you. So offer dessert. It's the sweetest thing we have to offer.
Is it not such a good, it's such a good analogy, y'all. Such a good analogy. I mean, it's such a good analogy. Our moods change, and sometimes I want dessert and sometimes I don't. So, okay, guys, any other questions, comments? Thank you, Dawn Marie. Thank you, Jerry, so much. Thank you, Kathy, for sharing. Thank you, Margie, for sharing. I'm looking at all the names that I know somebody else shared. They use it. I'm forgetting. I feel so bad. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, you guys. Well, this is Monday, so here's my challenge. We never leave a call without a challenge. I challenge all of you to have one person on that call Monday night. We have our special that is ending Wednesday, the sign up special where they can get an extra $100 for the $99 kit. The $229 kit, they get an extra $200. And the $439 kit, they get an extra $300. Park Lane's never done this. Okay. I will be doing the call, and I forget who said earlier something about the, I think it was Kathy, the Decider Show. I'm going to make sure on my notes, those words come out in the action portion. Cause last week I did it. Those words did not come out of my mouth. I'm going to make sure those come out of my mouth because again, you just never know. That might be the thing that gets them in. So I would love to see Tuesday morning us have many emails, or me have many emails in my inbox that say a stylist has joined your all's team or whatever. I would love to see that because this special and this opportunity is the chocolate cake. It is the chocolate cake. I have seen it loud and clear more this week than I've seen for many, many reasons. I'm going to end with something, y'all. So, and many of you do not know Sarah Catherine Joseph, but many of you do, just because she's been around for a while and she shares her experiences and so forth on our calls. She had a brain aneurysm and she had a craniotomy on Wednesday. By the way, for those of y'all that don't know, she was moved from neurology ICU yesterday to a regular room. Praise Jesus. Okay. So it was the largest aneurysm that this neurosurgeon had seen in his career. And this is at UT Southwestern, which is a teaching institute here in Dallas, which is one of the most elite hospitals, teaching institutes in the country. So really, really risky. It is a miracle she is here with us. But I went to see her. Let me think about this. Yesterday, Jerry, was it yesterday? Thursday? I don't know. Yesterday. And because we decided to take her jewelry, this is fun, y'all. This is a great idea. I realized Monday it was Nurses Appreciation Week and she was in the hospital. And my mother has, some of y'all got to meet my mom at Illuminate, but my mother, my dad's had a lot of surgeries. My mother is Cuban, so kind of that Latin nature. And every time he's in the hospital for 4, 6, 8 weeks, she always has things in the room that she gifts the nursing staff. My dad is a difficult patient, okay? He's a physician of 51 years and he thinks he can tell everybody what's supposed to happen. Anyway, so in order to keep loving on the people, she brings chocolate and jewelry. Okay, thank goodness her daughters sell jewelry. So I thought about this on Monday. I was like, oh my gosh, Nurses Appreciation Week. Like maybe we could get some jewelry up to the hospital and Sarah Catherine can have that to share with the staff. So amazing Emily Taylor lives 10 minutes from the hospital. She drove up probably 30 pieces of jewelry from our Rich Rewards, y'all. And she put it in a basket with some cheese and crackers and some nut packages. And she printed that Nurses Appreciation image that somebody made. And she made a basket to sit in Sarah Catherine's room. Well, this is before the surgery. So Sarah Catherine was very alert. It gave Sarah Catherine something to focus on. And they put cards, Sarah Catherine's cards in all the boxes. And anyway, Kim Craddock and I go the next day. We all live here local. So we go the next day and we take more jewelry for her to have. At this point, I'm thinking this is freaking overkill. This woman has like 50 boxes of jewelry. I'm not kidding. Okay. And we were walking in the hall and the staff notices our jewelry. They know which room we're going to because we were blinged out. And she's like, oh my God, it's so sweet. She's doing that. And I'm thinking, this is bringing love around this room. It's bringing love around her. It's bringing love to this floor, this nursing staff. Fast forward. Thursday night, Sarah Catherine has a surgery Wednesday. Thursday night, her daughter Charlie Ann texts me, Miss Christy, how do I get on my mom's website and order more jewelry? And I'm thinking, how is that jewelry gone? How? This was Monday. And I said, are you sure there was a bag? It was colored. She goes, yeah, it's all gone. And I want to order more. And she said, every time somebody comes in the room, mom says, be sure they get some sparkle. And I was like, oh my gosh, like this in her, you know, I'm not saying she's barely hanging on. She's clearly not barely hanging on, but I mean, she has just had a craniotomy where she has an incision from here to here. Her skull was pulled down. I'm sorry for the graphicness. How in the world is this woman thinking, did the person get their sparkle? And so I said, you're not ordering on the website. I'm bringing more jewelry. I love your mama. And she's like, no, I have to do something to thank you. Well, she's a baker. I'm like, you make me a cake. Okay. So anyway, I take jewelry up there yesterday. I purposely wore my new sparkle box. Okay. I put it on purpose and I'm so mad. I have a few of the new pieces, you guys, I should be showing y'all and they're downstairs, but I put them in my purse because Sarah Catherine loves this company. She loves y'all. She loves this jewelry. And I thought if she's alert enough, maybe I can share this and give her something to think about, you know, so much more than jewelry. I am not sitting in front of her and she's like this with one eye because she asked me to sit down because she couldn't keep her eyes open too much because the pain is challenging. That's what we can pray for. And she says, will you sit down so I can see you better? I am not sitting down for 60 seconds. And she goes, what necklace are you wearing? I'm like, oh my gosh. I go, it's the new Sparkle Box. I wore it specifically. So, you know, maybe you could see it. And she's like, oh my God. And I go, and I brought more jewelry. And I pulled out the 3 pieces that I got from the new, you know, Coloring Beautiful collection. And I'm showing her. And I'm going to show this picture, but I'm not going to get too close because her husband told me not to share it. But it made me happy. So nobody take a picture of it. I'm just going to show it. If you can see me and her, it's me and her bedside. I'm going to get two. She doesn't want her not too prettiness shown, you know, shared. She is smiling as I'm showing her that jewelry. That is what we're about. And it is so powerful, and I'm so grateful. And so when I think about us having the opportunity to share the jewelry, the love, our community, the world is looking for peace and happiness and connection. And we have just such a gift. So anyways, thank you guys so much for showing up on Saturday, for sharing, for offering. And I will see every one of y'all on the call Monday night with a guest. And well, I don't want to make you cry, but it's pretty cry worthy. I agree. So, oh, look at Amy. Amy, I love you. All right, y'all have a great Saturday. Go share the love. Bye.